Welcome, everybody, to the Triple SL and the conclusion of game day number 17. And I'm feeling quite festive, quite summery tonight. So I'm wearing the patterned shirt rather than a polo or a sport coat. I think we're very much out of sport coat weather. We are very much in the dead middle of summer. So this is probably going to be the look for a while. Maybe I'll wear a sport coat on the World Series. But I tell you what, it's a little bit too hot. Dubin, what's going on Twitch? Blizzard Cove, Tristan, how you doing? Here we go, folks. Very critical night for some of our teams tonight, especially when we're coming down to the end of the season. After this night tonight, we'll have 5 games left. And this weekend, folks, I plan on just ripping more baseball. Tomorrow, 6 more games. Sunday, I'd like to do 6 more games as well. Sunday might be a little bit flexible, might be 3 rather than 6, but we're gonna aim for 6, okay? Which means we're gonna be doing a lot of baseball, and we're gonna be deciding a lot of things. We're gonna know a lot more about what teams still have a shot to make the playoffs tonight after these games and the weekend. Let's take a look, starting off with our standings, as I always do. Again, folks, we finished up game day 16 last week, and so we're just showing game day 17, but let's get you caught up from the last time that we were on broadcast. We ended up having Waluigi beat Luigi 16-4, Daisy winning in shocking fashion 10-5 over Diddy, Peach losing to Bowser 13-6, Yoshi losing to Wario 5-3. Tough loss for them. That was a heartbreaker. Diddy rebounding against Mario 6-5, as you saw, with a walk-off in Mario Stadium. And then Birdo somehow losing by scoring 13 runs to a very, very good, as they always are, Daisy Flowers team that jumped into second place. As you can see on our standings, they're now in second place. They're 1 game ahead, but Warren Muscles have the game in hand tonight. However, they lose tonight. They could end up being in a tough way, as I'll explain in a moment, in trying to get that first-round bye. But the Warrior Muscles are solidly a game ahead, at least in third, following up by the Mario Fireballs in fourth. They have the head-to-head, of course, a huge, huge run differential gain over the Diddy Monkeys in fifth. Then Bowser Jr. Rookies. I know on our spreadsheet it looks different, but because they beat the Luigi Knights the first time, they do have the head-to-head tiebreaker for now. They have a negative 25 run differential. Luigi Knights are out of the playoffs for now. They play tonight, folks, in our third game of the night against Peach. Then down the table, Bowser Monsters, who play in our last game tonight against Yoshi at Yoshi Park. They're 7-9, very much still in the conversation. Talk about being in the conversation. Teams playing in our first game tonight. It is DK at Waluigi as our opening game of the night. And boy, could that be more important, or could that have been more important, or what? Because DK wins tonight, and based on how things go later on tonight, the DK Wilds could go from 1-8 to in a playoff spot with this thing getting done. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen tonight. You got the Peach Monarchs playing Luigi Knights as well, and then, of course, down the line, you got Waluigi in 11th, and Yoshi, who desperately need to beat Bowser if they want to stay in the playoff hunt. They could be out of it. They wouldn't mathematically be out of it because this table is so close, but they would certainly, I do think 500 is going to be the cut line, and they would not be able to achieve 500 even if they won out, if they lost tonight. So they could lose tonight, win 5 in a row, and be 10-12, and I'm just really uncertain if that's going to do it. So I view the Yoshi Eggs as potentially getting eliminated tonight if they don't win. Here we go. Don't need the 3 stars. I haven't done that yet. So let's go to the games for Game Day 17 and a little look for tomorrow. I'm going to teach for tomorrow, of course, CJ Willis and Caden, Fantastic Noob, on Twitch. Thank you so much for joining us here. DK Wilds are opening us up at Wario City. DK's only allowed 5 runs in 3 games. Meanwhile, the Waluigi Spitballs, they got a 16-4 W over Luigi Knights. That was a franchise record number of runs for them. An impressive victory on the road. Then Wario in our second game, they're 10-6, trying to knock Bowser Jr. off. If Bowser Jr. loses this game, which they don't lose very often at home, but they did not too long ago, if I'm not mistaken, I think they ended up losing to, let's take a look at my schedule and my mind. They lost to Diddy in the last moments as well in Game Day 15, but they generally are pretty solid at home. But if they do lose, they'll be under 500 for the first time in a while. Remember, they have had such a great run this year. Luigi Knights at Peach Monarchs. The Garden has been generally kind for the Monarchs. 4 of their 6 games they've won. They're now 4-4 at home. Very similar to a lot of teams. Home field advantage is a real thing in this league. Not by a lot, but about 60% of the time will the team that is home win. And I feel like that's pretty normal, but doesn't mean it's guaranteed. They got to face the Luigi Knights team that just is up and down, but boy, do they know how to win games. They haven't won in 2 in a row, but they can do it. I'm not doubting their ability to rebound tonight. And final game of the night, it's Bowser at Yoshi Park, where the Yoshi Eggs are fighting for their season point blank. They would need to get to 11-11. In my personal opinion, it's not statistical opinion, it's my personal opinion, in order for them to make the playoffs. Bowser Monsters, of course, trying to keep pace with their rivals. DK Wilds, Luigi Knights, Bowser Jr. Rookies, all there in the middle of the table. This is a bottom-of-the-table battle tonight. And then, of course, tomorrow we got some bigger matchups at the top of the table. Mario Fireballs at the Birdo Bows. Bows have scored 10-plus runs in 6 straight games, but they're just 4-2 in those 6 games. Daisy Flowers winning that last game. They play the Wario Muscles tomorrow. And, boy, Daisy Flowers, if the Muscles lose tonight and they win the game tomorrow, they could go 2 games clear of the Wario Muscles, solidly have the 2nd seed and potentially clinch the bye within a week or 2. And those are the games tonight. That was the standings. This is me, and here we go, game number 1. I'm not going to leave you waiting. I've already kind of explained some of the stakes here, but as I show you the lineups, let's take a look more deeply into these lineups. And really, the stats over the season, as we've now gotten into so many games that we could really start making some conclusions about the teams. First off, it's Brown Critter starting for the 2nd time in a row, and I believe he's probably got about, maybe 8 starts under his belt. I can count 1, 2, 3, 4. This is his 5th start, pardon me. They kind of were unsure about their pitching and their bullpen to start the season, but now it's very much switching between Brown Critter and DK. Really, overall for Brown Critter, he has been able to pull it together somewhat. He has a 4.29 ERA, very impressive for him, through 14 2/3 innings pitched. Again, they still got to catch up a little bit with the rest of the league, but very solid for him, puts him in the conversation for one of the better aces in the league. Of course, along with the Yellow Magic Koopa for this team, who's got a 2.40 through 11 2/3, and DK has been very, very good. Very good. 389 through almost 60 innings. Donkey Kong had 2 straight complete games before he had to get switched out. So expect him, if he needs to come in a relief effort, to excel tonight for the Wilds. And I think that's part of the reason why they are in the conversation to still be in the playoffs. Here we go. It's the Waluigi Spitballs now. They're also pitching Brown Critter. The Brown Critter for the Waluigi Spitballs, meanwhile, has a 7 ERA through 4 games and 8 innings pitched. But he has been elected to go tonight. I don't mind it. I think that was the whole strategy. They played him the last time. The whole thought process is, hey, we need to have a better outfield. We got to focus on our defense too. I know the pitching matters, but Waluigi is just going to inevitably go in there, and I think it works out a little bit better for him, but we'll see if it turns into a win. And, of course, they won last time, so it did work out for them in a 16-4 victory over the Knights. And those are your lineups. I've given you some of the stats, really, as we look across the entire season. DK Wilds, I've always said they were an anomaly. They are 8th in hitting average, Waluigi 11th at a 407. These two are right neck and neck in slugging. But the big difference, the DK Wilds have improved so much in team ERA and opponent batting average that they're 2nd in both of those categories. They're just 0.4 away from the Wario Muscles, as everybody's joining the YouTube and Twitch right now. Green Bay Peyton rooting for the Spitballs tonight, and CJ Wilson, their Luigi Knights, giving us heartburn as always. But very impressive stuff from their bullpen lady, particularly Donkey Kong. They've really catapulted themselves into this playoff conversation off the backs of this amazing pitching. And then, of course, meanwhile, for the Spitballs, they're 11th in both categories. I don't know how they're going to do it tonight, but, God, they did it last week, so maybe they can do it tonight. Here we go. Game number 1. I'm going to rip through the games tonight. We got the Stanley Cup Finals tonight. Going to meet some friends, so I might be a little bit rudely quick tonight about these games and about the analysis. But as I switch my mics, and now you should hear my other mic, It's game number 1, and I'm so glad that you're joining me here for baseball on a Friday night in the Triple SL. Game 17. And Waluigi on the first pitch drives it to left field. Unbelievable! Waluigi hits a homer for the first time this year. He has not hit a homer all year long. And on the first pitch, he drives it at home. It's gone. Can you believe that? What a way to start us. 1-0. Unreal way to get this thing going. Cannot believe what we've just seen here, folks. Waluigi drives us, and now Brown Critter trying to go back-to-back. There's something in the water for this team, but it's foul. Wow. Woo. My goodness. Lined out here, though, for Brown Critter, but Waluigi, was he due or what? First homer of the year, only 3 RBIs. Now he's made himself the 4th. Unbelievable. Now Petey Pirano, who's been improving. This is a deep fly ball. But this defense and outfield have been a lot better. And Teal Yoshi's got it. Man, Petey Pirano even has 9 home runs on the year. Added 1 or 2 in one of the previous games as well. But this is robbed by this very solid defense. Teal Yoshi, the one getting the rob. I cannot believe, folks, that right on the first pitch of the game, Waluigi sends a solo shot to left. And it's already 1-0. Spitballs came out swinging tonight against the Wilds. And here's a drive by Red Yoshi that gets down in left field, and so we'll have a 2-out single. Cannot believe what we just seen here, folks. What a way to start it off. The last person I would have expected to get a homer in some spot, but man, he just found it and smoked it. Absolutely smoked that ball. And this is going to be foul as well. 0-2 here on Tim. Again, the Waluigi Spitballs drew the opening spot, but they are the home team. It's going to be a line out, though, by Tim. Tim's averaging a little bit better, 439. He's honestly been doing better than he did in the first half of the season. Waluigi, solo shot. That's the 1-0 lead right now. Heading to the bottom of the first, we got Teal Yoshi, Baby DK, and Yellow Yoshi. Of course, Teal Yoshi, he had a homer as well, and he takes a nice swipe on this one, and that gets down for an opening single here for the DK Wilds. Now it's Baby DK. What a way to get us going. I mean, shot in the absolute arm. Baby DK batting .516 here, folks. Very solid. He's been for a baby in this league, the best hitting baby by far. And now they got runners on first and second with nobody out for Yellow Yoshi trying to respond to that opening bomb by Waluigi. Yellow Yoshi, hot one to right field, but it's grabbed by the Red Yoshi for the first out. Get CJ Willis, Caden, everybody on YouTube and Twitch. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you share, follow, like, tell everybody that your team is playing tonight and they should watch because it matters. It's so critical. It's a tight moment here. And Peter in a tight moment and knocked over by the foul ball. So Teal Yoshi's going to get home. We have a tie game already here in the bottom of the first. Peter with a nice single here. Past Waluigi at second. Good stuff from Peter, who's only batting .367, but hey, that's a good way to get it done. His 7th RBI of the season brings up Yellow Magic Koopa, who's batting .483. And that's in the gap, bases loaded again, and maybe going with Brown Critter to start. They don't really have a lot of options here. The pitching from the Waluigi Spitballs continuing to be a problem this year for them. Strike one on Boo. Batting .492. Contact swing on the ground. Double play could help them out, but the foul ball, watch out, they got one, but so did the DK Wilds. They got the out at second, but the foul ball allows the runner to get home. It's 2-1. DK Wilds have the lead here. 10 of you watching some baseball on a Friday night right before the Stanley Cup final game number 6. That's a fly out to center to Tim after one. What a way to start it off. It's 2-1. That's why I had to get this done, folks. Stanley Cup final game 6. I would like to see Edmonton win that game and make it a game 7 in Florida. I would love to see Florida fans sweat, and personally, I would like to see Connor McDavid win a cup, but that's neither here nor there. We're playing baseball. And right now, that was Red Yoshi, if I'm not mistaken, grounding out to start off the second. An 0-1 here quickly on Blue Yoshi, and he'll line it out. So Brown Critter getting this one under control. for the DK Wilds. He let up that bomb and almost could have let up more in that opening inning, but getting it under control here. Past Yellow Magic Koopa, that ball is for Purple Toad, and he might have a double. No, he turns, thinks about going for second, but he has a single with 2 outs here. That'll bring up Green Noki, folks, and don't discount her. She's batting about, 340, but that included a homer in this very ballpark. 3-run shot. Now, this is one's on the ground, though. That's not going to do anything. 4-3. And we get to the bottom of the second, still in a 2-1 game. Wilds, despite the flashiness of Waluigi's opening pitch, first pitch homer, they still have command here. And now they're bottom of the order, which they've decided to stack. Some teams load their top of the order like the Spitballs. Some teams, like the DK Wilds, load the bottom. And that is going to be sent into right field for a single here for DK. Bringing up their brown critter. DK averaging 625. That's about where I expect him to be with how well he has been hitting this year. Line drive in the left. That's down. Bases have runners on first and second. Green Bay Payton says, I want to keep my Canadian drought memes. I'm sorry. We got to end that drought, my friend. I just want to see Florida lose personally, and I lost a couple viewers in there, and I think they might have been Florida Panthers fans. Pop up here past Blue Yoshi. What's going on here? Got him out. DK just froze at second base, and the lead runner's off there. Very surprised by that pop out. He wasn't paying a lot of attention, and so there's 1 out here for baby DK, who did have a single in his first at-bat. This is not going to be one of those. Blue Yoshi's got him. For the 6-4, they clean that up real quick to the Waluigi Spitballs. A little bit of a mistake from DK. Should have been able to run to third and be safe at least, but I don't think he expected Blue Yoshi to miss it. After 2 innings here in the first game out of 4 tonight, it's 2-1. This is Waluigi here, who just hit the homer. It's his second time up at the plate, and what a shocking homer it was. His first of the season in the SSSL is followed up by a single here to center. Incredible stuff. Again, so unexpected from him. We've not really seen him have the ability to hit the long ball, but God, every once in a while, you just never know in this league. Brown Critter following it up with a single himself to the same spot about center field. And now runners on first and second for Petey Piranha, as Brown Critter for the Wilds is getting tired here as the starter. And this is a drive deep to center, but this outfield's so good. They're underneath it, and they've got it. Baby DK's got it there and robs Petey Piranha again, trying to go for a homer. So important that outfield is spot on tonight, and Baby DK getting it perfect once again. With all that happening, this will bring up still an opportunity to tie the game for Red Yoshi. Of course, Red Yoshi has 6 RBIs and a homer this year. That is it for Brown Critter. I am not surprised, but he's going to put in the ace himself, DK does. And he has been pitching mighty well this year. That's going to be a fly out, and a green shell knocks over Baby DK. Nothing there. Waluigi hitting for the cycle, question mark. That's certainly possible in this ballpark, Caden. We have never had anybody in this league hit for the cycle in a night, and so far Waluigi is starting off well. Look at that, 4 straight hits into center field. Baby DK getting the ball. That's Tim's hit there. And now Red Koopa has an opportunity to tie the game or better here in the top of the third with 2 out. But he takes strike 1 from the fastball from DK. The 0-1, another hot one on the ground. That's just going to be the easy routine ground out for Red Koopa. Stranding 3 after 2.5. Waluigi Spitballs lose an opportunity there to tie the game. Will the DK Wilds grow their lead in the bottom of the third, starting off with Yellow Yoshi? Caden, I certainly think it is possible that Waluigi could go for the cycle tonight. Yellow Yoshi, it's very possible that he just hit a single. In fact, I know he did. Now here's Peter, who had a single and an RBI in the first at-bat. We'll put it over the head of Blue Yoshi, and here we go. But Yellow Yoshi's got to get to second in time here. Pow ball kind of interfered, but he does get there. So the runner's on first and second. Nobody out. It's Yellow Magic Koopa now, and he'll put this one down into center as well. Bases loaded for the Wilds. trying to get to 8 and 9, and they could potentially, if the Bowser Jr. rookies and Luigi Knights lose tonight, be in a playoff spot. But watch out, no run there. Yellow Yoshi doesn't run for home, and he's called out. Was thinking about tagging, but again, not paying any attention. Should be running. Yellow Shy Guy now, maybe he can correct the mistake. But the mistakes have been too much here for Brown Critter. And Waluigi is coming in as well. So both the Brown Critters have been pulled out of the game for their respective teams that started in the mound. Star swing for Yellow Shy Guy ties the game. Or doesn't tie the game. They've got a 2-run lead, rather. Yellow Shy Guy with a nice one. Really, he's been somewhat surprising, the Shy Guys in this moment. Yellow Shy Guy only batting .370, but hey, that's not bad. And that's his 7th RBI of the year. But watch out with the bases loaded for a man who's hit 8 homers. Donkey Kong could put this one out of reach. Already, line drive, it's down 4-1. 4-1 from the single from DK, his 23rd RBI of the year. That one was easily hit on the liar ball. And already got some big scoring going on here for the Wild. Spitball's got to lock it down here. And Waluigi has to certainly lock it down. Otherwise, he's going to have to pull himself. This is a pull hook type of ball to Brown Critter from Brown Critter. And the 4-6 double play will end the bleeding here. Could have been a lot worse than that. But Brown Critter a little bit better as a second baseman tonight than he was on the mound. Letting up about 3 there. DK Wilds have a 4-1 lead, trying to get to 8 and 9, and boy, what a turnaround for them. Again, 1-8, 1-8 after 9 games. Line drive there for the first one. Green Bay Peyton admitted Waluigi Spitballs fans saying it's hard to watch knowing the bats are weak. Bats are weak, but I mean, hey, you can find it. It's just you got to rely on their 1, 2, 3 a little bit too much. Bats are weak. Purple Toad says, my bat's not weak. It is foul. Oh, my God. I wanted that right to show Green Bay Peyton he had the bat, but unfortunately he flies it out to the left for the second. So close. Now here's Green Noki. Everybody on this team can sometimes find a deep shot. I mean, hell, we got, 6 out of the 9 players have hit a homer. And if Purple Toad would have hit a homer, that would have been his second of the year. And Green Noki's got one in this ballpark. The 0-2 here with 2 out, and the top of the 4th is on the ground. That is easy, 6-3. To end that, we head to the bottom of the 4th for the DK Wilds. They are firmly in command. Again, like I said, they could jump to a playoff spot. Started off 1-8. They have rattled off 8 of their last 9. Really, it'd be 7 of their last 8. They're going for 8 of their last 9. Incredible stuff in the second half of the season from them. This is a line out, though, to Purple Toe. Baby DK, though, he's had some solid stuff so far. He takes a strike, a nice little slider from Waluigi, curving to the outside of the plate. Now he goes straight down the middle. That's just a meatball, folks. I don't know what to tell you. Served it up on a plate at an Italian restaurant here in Wario City. So runner on first for Yellow Yoshi. Take strike 1 on the left edge. Lakido, of course, we don't have to tell you if you've been a fan of this league, is that's going to be just a line out, no throw to first. Lakido has had some very questionable calls this year, folks. Some questionable homers, one that glitched through the wall last week that cost my team the victory. Point blank period. It glitched through the wall. It was called a homer, and I just feel like that was a little bit ridiculous. And it's not the first time Lakido has had some things that our fans have been protesting, but he's our only umpire. We have no other umpires in this league, so we got to deal with it. 4-3 will end the 4th inning. Spitballs get out of that one without allowing anything more. Look, they are very much still in the conversation here. We're more than halfway through our first game of the night. Again, like I said, don't go anywhere. You want to stay paying attention because I'm not going to take very many breaks, if at all, tonight. Might take a break halfway through. We're going to roll into that second game real quick. Here's the star swing from Waluigi, the L ball, as I like to call it. I mean, they've been taking a lot of L's this year, and he's got an L on his head. But he zig and zags that one there. We also had a star swing home run, like a line driver at the cruiser. High fly ball to right center field. But wait a minute, are they going to get to that? Oh, it's off the wall. Oh, man, I thought for a second Baby DK wasn't worried about it, but I was a little bit more worried for him. Petey Piranha has been in this situation twice tonight, and he's been robbed twice by this outfield. Can he, the third time around, have a drive? It's foul to the left field side, and so now 0-2. He's been trying to tie the game before. Barrel pitch here coming from DK. On the ground, that's going to be the 1-6-3 double play to clean things up. Might have been a 1-4-3 rather. And so now there's 2 out. This one's on the ground too. How about that 1-3? A lot of bad stuff. Bad hitting here. The Waluigi Spitballs, they had runners again on first and second. And in the top of the 5th, they find nothing again. Really rough. If they want to stay in the conversation for a playoff spot, they would drop to 6-11 tonight. And as I said, 500, I personally believe, is going to be the cutoff line. And, you know, I can't really mathematically count anybody out yet, but I think you can certainly say that the days in this league are numbered if the Waluigi Spitballs do not win tonight. And Yellow Magic Koopa, the DK Wilds in a 4-1 game, singles here in the bottom of the 5th. It's Boo now, and he takes the curveball inside for a strike. Caught the edge. Now Liar Ball, he's been hit on this a lot. And Boo, though, is going to put this on the ground. 4-6-3, clears up the bases and puts 2 away here. And so now it's going to be Yellow Shy Guy to see if he can extend the inning. He did have a single in between shortstop and third earlier. He's been not bad this year. And that, though, is going to be straight to the glove of Brown Critter. After 5, we head to the top of the 6th. Spitballs trying to mount what would be an incredible comeback. After putting up 4 straight scoreless innings, it's not the biggest comeback, but I do think with the way this game has gone, it would certainly be interesting. And Steven Stone has made it on YouTube. Good to see you, my friend. You've made it an interesting time here, Waluigi Spitballs. They had an opening pitch homer from Waluigi, his first of the year, but otherwise it's been all DK Wild since then. 4-1, and that's a quick ground out. Brings up Red Koopa. Nobody else's bat's been going. You got to give Petey Piranha a little bit of credit. He's been robbed multiple times today. And, of course, this defense for the DK Wilds can always be a reason why that is the case. They've robbed so many homers this year. I think their alignment in center field certainly helped out their playoff race this year. How about a 1-2-3? We head to the bottom of the 6th. Wilds are so firmly in control right now. I would be hard-pressed to find the Spitballs winning this, but, folks, you know the 7th inning coming up. You just never know. Waluigi's done here. He only, I think, allowed 1. It was mainly Brown Critter, so that's really not a bad effort from him. Maybe about 3 innings pitched total. And so now Green Noki going to come in and try to finish this thing off. The 0-1 for DK is driven and hard, but it's too far left. And so 0-2 here for Green Noki against DK. The 0-2 is on the ground, and she's going to get him out with a 5-3. Good stuff from Green Noki here, trying to keep the game under control. Now you have to get through Brown Critter, of course. They're having to put her in a tough spot, putting her against the best part of this Waluigi Spitballs lineup, but again, they have not been doing so well. This is a fly ball. Brown Critter did not get a lot of that one. 2 out here. And now this brings up Teal Yoshi. Yes, this is the DK Wilds lineup, rather, but still, that's a tough part of their lineup, too. Back to the top of their order in the bottom of the 6th. This is on the ground. It's going to be a 1-2-3 inning here. Well done from Green Noki. She's done all she can do in a relief effort. Now her team needs 3 to tie, 4 to take the lead here, and they could get back to the top of the order. Purple Toad, who almost had a homer. Then you got Green Noki, and then you get back to the top of the Waluigi Spitballs order. And look at this opening single here from Purple Toad in the top of the 7th. How many times this year have I had to say, not so fast, my friend? We just don't know yet. This one is going to be grabbed, though, and turned a double play. Green Noki lining into the 6-3 double play, and the DK Wilds are 1 out away from getting to 8 and 9, and very much in the conversation and really in the driver's seat to be in the 7th seat. Again, Bowser Jr. playing in our second game. It'll be the 100th game in the history of the SSSL. This is going to be a fly out, and Waluigi, boy, he had that first pitch home run. But after that moment, the Spitballs score 0 runs. After that moment, 4-1. Final score here from Wario City. Spitballs are 6-11. The DK Wilds, they are running wild still in the second half of the season. Wow. S in the chat says Green Bay Peyton for the Wild. We do Spitballs, but man, give DK some respect. This is just an incredible run we are watching from him. They win this one on the road 4-1, and they improve to 8-9. And you never know, they are very much. They could be the 6th seed by the end of the night. We still have a few games left to play here. It's unlikely they'd have to get both Luigi and Bowser Jr. to lose, but it's possible. We don't know anything yet. Wario Muscles are the opponent of the Bowser Jr. rookies. Come on back in 60 seconds for game number 2. Don't go anywhere. Here we go. Welcome back to the Triple SL for the 13 of you watching. We got another one. It's in the Playroom. The Wario Muscles they were #1 team for a while, but now they're sitting in the 3 spot, a game back from Daisy with a game in hand. Let's take a look really at their season as we take a look as well at their lineup tonight. It is Wario pitching for the 2nd straight time. This Wario Muscles team is, bar none, the best in the league when it comes to pitching on the mound. Combined, they have a 4.24 ERA as a team. And really, they rely on Wario, Yellow Magic Koopa, and Toadsworth. Toadsworth, best closer in the league with 4.57 with 23 innings pitched. Had a little bit rough to start, but man, has he really sprung into form. And their entire bullpen is in the top 10 in ERA. A real reason why they're in the spot they're in. But it doesn't mean it's a completely safe spot. Again, this is their 17th game of the season, as this is game number 100 of the Triple SL. 100th game in Triple SL history, if you don't count the All-Star game. But, you know. So, game number 100 of the regular season. Wario Muscles trying to get the victory. They would have improved 11-6 with this victory and go back to the 2nd spot. Again, this lineup as well when it comes to the hitting category. They have skidded a little bit. They were top of the top, but now they're 6th in hitting and 5th in slugging. Now let's take a look at the Bowser Jr. rookies lineup, which, folks, that did change a little bit. Bowser Jr. is pitching for the 2nd straight night on the mound. However, it is not exactly the same order. We did have a little bit of a switch up in the 6 through 9. It's now Green Drybones is the 6, Green Koopa 7, Goomba 8, and Green Toad the number 9 spot. So take a note of that. We'll see if the change makes any difference for the Bowser Jr. rookies. And, of course, Caden, as I've always said, has never been afraid to make changes. 4.86 ERA for Bowser Jr. through 44 and 2/3 innings. Expect Blue Magic Koopa to come in relief. He's got a very impressive 4.15 ERA, but they go to their 3rd pitcher, as a lot of teams have to do in this league sometimes. That's where it could go off the rails. But, again, overall, they are okay in team ERA. Worst in the league, though, at batting average allowed, and in the 9th spot for slugging, 10th in hitting. So there you go. Those are your two lineups here. We're in the playroom for game number 2. Good luck to Caden. Good luck to Parker. And both of you certainly want to win this one, because if Bowser Jr. drops to 8-9, watch out. They get overtaken. This battle for the final playoff spot has grown tighter and tighter. It was a very big gap between the teams, the haves and the have-nots, after about 6 weeks. But after that, it has completely gotten very gray, and there's very much a gradient rather than a steep drop-off. Here we go. Game number 2. Caden leads us off here. Good luck to both teams. Let's get it on in the SSSL. Sleepy Moon Lunar on YouTube is a Bowser Jr. Rookies fan. Thank you so much for joining us, and good luck to your Bowser Jr. Rookies. And Steven, a lot of Rookies fans in this crowd tonight. Not as many Wario Muscles fans, but of course if Parker's watching, even if he's not, he's a big Wario Muscle fan. He's going to be hoping that his team stays in winning ways. But Caden and Green Magic Koopa lead us off with 2 singles. That is going to bring up the captain, who is very consistent, 476. About where captain, at least the floor should be, but no home runs for him. He's got 8 RBIs. He hits a lot of contact hits like this, though. That's his 26th single of the year, and make that his 9th RBI. Caden getting home, and with nobody out, they already take the lead here. This is a team that loves playing at home. Bowser Jr. Rookies have only lost twice at home. That was to the Diddy Monkeys in a last-second effort, and guess what? It was also the Daisy Flowers in a walk-off 8-inning game. So they just don't lose easy here at home. Green Hammer Bro certainly knows how to hit him here, but it was the other Green Hammer Bro for the Diddy Monkeys that cost this team the victory, hitting a grand slam on top of the shelf there. Green Bay Peyton says that he'll be the token Muscles fan since Wario is related to Waluigi. Fair enough. Line drive. Oh, past Toadsworth. Toadsworth does not grab that ball that curved left. Toadsworth has been an incredible third baseman this year, but he misplays that ball, and so watch out. The Bowser Jr. Rookies are in direct command of this game, but that's grabbed by Yellow Toad and cannot get the sac fly, unfortunately. So runners on first, second, and third bases loaded for Green Koopa. Green Koopa, one of the worst hitters in the league, bar none, 232. Got to figure out something for him. But you never know. Green Koopa has had 4 RBIs this year, but man, oh man, is that not the person you wanted to see step up for the Rookies? They do have the lead after a half inning, but boy, they left a lot to be desired there. Wario Muscles have some of their better hitters. It's Yellow Toad, Yellow Pianta, and Wario, all of them hitting above 500 this year. On the paintball for Bowser Jr. dropped. Blue Magic Koopa cannot turn it. That's an error, unfortunately, thanks to the green shell on Green Magic Koopa. This brings up Yellow Pianta, who has 6 of this team's 21 homers. That's not going to be one of them. Clean that up nicely, did Green Magic Koopa. 6-3 double play. We'll bring up the captain, who did have his first home run at Wario City. Was a shocking one. So now both Wario and Waluigi, players that you wouldn't expect to get a homer, did get a homer this year. So you can't say they don't have one. 0-2 here. Wario was one of the league's best average hitters. Now just still very good. But this is a fly out to right. And so nothing for the Muscles in the first. We head to the top of the second. Rookies have Goomba, Green Toad, and Caden will get back up. Here we go. It's Goomba. And Goomba with a line drive. That's going to get down and right into the corner, and Pianta has to hustle to that. I don't think he has to worry about Goomba turning for 2, but very solid for Goomba, now batting above 339. Green Toad now. This is going to be down, and look at that. Right away, Rookies with runners on first and second again with nobody out for the second straight inning. Caden led off with a single in his first at-bat. And he's going to ground this one into the 6-4-3, advances the runner, but 2 out now, so they got a runner to maybe double the lead on third. Green Magic Koopa also had a single to start off, but is going to need to do that again if they want to take a 2-run lead, but maybe he can do more. He drives this one deep and gone. Green Magic Koopa with his second homer of the year. And the Magic Koopa trot walk He is rolling, baby. What a drive over the Womps in left field, and it's 3-0. Even Bowser Blizzard Cove, Tristan, the owner, is happy to see that in some way. I don't know if you are happy to see that, my friend, because you want this team to lose. You don't want to see them win tonight. After 1.5, it's 3-0. Bowser Jr. is ahead of Bowser in the standings. And that is a way to get ahead of the War of Muscles. And folks, we're talking about the War of Muscles team, that their second half of the season is going to look the opposite of what the first half of the season looked like. When we look at who they lost in Week 11 to DK. Followed that up in Week 13, losing Luigi Knights. They lost to Waluigi in Game 14. In Game 15, they lost to Peach and barely got out of getting a victory against Yoshi. Magic Koopa, a bro, though, says Tristan knocked over there, and Parker's going to turn for home, and he's going to get there. One running from Parker to get the opening run for the Muscles on the single here off the paintball. A lot of crap going on. Green Hammer Bro couldn't get the ball in as the chain chomp runs him over. And the good aware running from the captain gets him home, and it's 3-1. But again, following up, the War of Muscles barely got out of Game 16 with a victory. They were down and had to come back there in the late stages. But here we go with nobody out. Fire Hammer Bro gets a single himself. That is going to bring up Toadsworth. Now, I know that's not very, it's not necessarily a scary thing to say, but Toadsworth is no slouch. He can find some hits when he wants to. Strike one on him, though. That's on the left corner. Personally, I don't think a lot of these pitches would be strikes in the MLB. And triple play! 6-4-3 triple play just like that to wipe the bases of the Muscles. Sucks the life out of that inning. Can you believe that? 6-4-3 triple play makes it the top of the third. It's 3-1. They did get the RBI single from a Magic Koopa, yellow Magic Koopa, and Parker got home. Line drive here. That's going to be on the ground. Nice opening single here for Green Hammer Bro, the All-Star Game MVP, to start the third. This is Blue Magic Koopa now. That in 5-17 with 10 RBIs. Only one double this year, though. This is a slow roller, so unable to basically get the double play there was Yellow Magic Koopa. Kind of almost a sack bunt in a way, even though he took a full swing. Now it's Green Dry Bone. This is a pull hook shot. But got there in time and safe there. Luckily at second is Hammer Bro. Nice grab by Yellow Pianta. Good defense there to get to it. Now brings up Koopa, who cost them quite a bit in inning number one. Stranded a couple. And can he do anything here? Star swing for him is literally unable to do anything. Can't even get past the guy on a star swing. And so he strands another one. 3-1 as we head to the bottom of the third. Nokies and Toad due up for the Muscles. Game number 2 of 4, folks. As I said, we're churning and burning tonight. We got the Stanley Cup playoffs, the Stanley Cup final, rather, tonight. Got to make that. So, we play these 4 games. We'll be back tomorrow with a full game day slate on Saturday night for baseball. Miguel. Hey, Alec, good to see you, bro. Good to see you as well, my friend Miguel. I know our Berto Bows aren't playing tonight, but I'm glad you showed up to watch some baseball. Here is Red Noki. Red Noki a little bit better than the blue one, but not amazing. No, the blue one's better. Blue one's better. I'm getting them mixed around. I mean, both of them not been great. Red Noki's actually the worst hitter in the league, bar none. Red Noki, she did average 500 with Yoshi, only 12 at-bats, so let's get that right. But since her trade to the War of Muscles, she is still among the worst in the league, only with 6 hits on the season since then. So absolutely brutal, to say the least. Her campaign for the Muscles this year. Now with 2 outs, it's the 0-1 here for Yellow Pianta, trying to tie the game, but misses it. Steven says it's always good to see Alec. Hey, I really appreciate that. You know, sometimes for the most part, you can have good days and bad days, and so I really appreciate when somebody I've literally never met in real life says it's always a good day to see me. I do appreciate that, and I don't think you realize sometimes that matters. You know, not that I'm You know, not that I'm in a bad way or anything. I'm very lucky in life, but I always appreciate hearing that. Thank you very much, sir. Wario stepping up here after that nice single into left field right on the line by Pianta. Watch out. Good opportunity for them to get this game a run closer or more with Toad at second, but with 2 out, that's in the middle. And Jacob Murley coming in at a perfect time. 3-2, Yellow Toad turns the base because I think this was a green shell as well, right? You betcha. It was coming hot and absolutely blue. Caden over in center, and it's a 1-run game here. Jacob said, what was the other 4 games you had? The night cut short at 8:30 for the hockey game. Trying to think. I combined the games. It got weird there for a second. I think I had to cut one of the games short, and Parker into the gap in left field to tie the game. Oh, I thought he'd be thrown out there at third. Pianta was so close to getting thrown out and losing this bases loaded opportunity for Yellow Magic Koopa. But Jacob, I'm not sure. Here's the 0-1 off-speed ball, contacted, foul. 0-2, Green Magic Koopa stepping in here for the Bowser Jr. rookies in the third. This is a 1 that's going to get down. Nice hit. Base or tie. Wario going for home for no reason. And Gooba is going to tag him out in the chase down. And it's 3-3 as we head to the fourth. Wario got way too greedy there, and I'm not surprised. That's kind of his character. Maybe a character flaw after 3. Wario tried to take the lead, but that ended up being the 3rd out. And really, after Yellow Magic Koopa, I think they still had some options there down the lineup. Could have had some more hits. Fire Hammer Bro was next up. That is just, that is not smart from the captain, folks, at this late stage of the year. You could have had Fire Hammer Bro up and easily bat you home. Instead, you cost your team, knowing you're a big, slow man, all right? You were never making home. You were never making it. Line drive there to start the inning for Goomba. It's Green Toad. Cannot believe that Wario did that, folks. Powerball knocks over Yellow Magic Koopa, and Blue Noki, of course, being the one there to grab it, is unable to tag the bag at first. An error on Yellow Magic Koopa. Caden is at a very solid day for himself, but that one is going to be lined out into the 4-3. Yellow Magic Koopa sometimes can be OP, even though he has an error every once in a while as well. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Tight game. It's a tie game. Halfway through, we get Fire Hammer Bro here to start the 4th for the Muscles. Bowser Jr. rookies, they lose this one. They go to 8-9, and they could drop below both the Monsters and the DK Wilds tonight. It's possible. In fact, it could be probable after that. Fire Hammer Bro, the hot one to the train there and right. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, it is swing and a miss, strike 3, slow one. That ended up going to the left edge of the plate, and he was too antsy about it. That's a strikeout for Green Magic Koopa on one of the better hitters for this team. Now Toadsworth's going to ground out, and there's 2 out quickly. What a strikeout for Green Magic Koopa in this spot. Don't know if he's had a strikeout all year. Let's take a look. He has had no strikeouts. That is his first strikeout recorded this year, and that was a pretty good one. Blue Noki in the gap. That is past Blue Magic Koopa. She keeps the inning alive. The Red Noki is going to have to outperform her expectations by a lot in order to keep the inning alive. It's kind of a slow ball there, and Red Noki didn't go for it. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch is swung on hotly. It's over the head of Bowser Jr. and off of the turtle shell of Green Hammer Bro, which brings back up the top of the order here in the bottom of the 4th. Tie game, Yellow Toad. For the Wario Muscles, he is absolutely able to go yard. He's absolutely going to hit this one into center to load the bases. For Yellow Pianta, with 6 homers this year, it's certainly possible. Green Magic Koopa's got to get him out of this. Star pitch for him. Line drive to right off the wall. They take the lead, and it's going to be 5-3 Muscles. They take the lead. Line drive into right. That's 2 RBI for Yellow Pianta. He's now past 20 on the year. The Nokis get home. Somehow they keep it alive. Got to give them credit. I said that. They'd have to outperform, and they certainly did. They get their singles, and they get around the bases. Now Wario stepping up. That's it for Green Magic Koopa, who has kind of been the culprit this year when it comes to this team's struggles on the mound. He has really not had a good ERA, but Blue Magic Koopa, though, he's been much better. This is on the ground, and look at that. Just like that, he cleans things up and allows no more runs. But when we look overall, Green Magic Koopa with a 12.41 ERA, he really has come in and just made a mess of things in the playroom. Need to put your toys away, my friend. Cannot play with something. Cannot come here and play and leave a mess. That's exactly what this guy did, and he tries to clean it up again in the top of the fifth. Jammed on the inside of the wand. That's an easy pop out to the 4 spot there. Wario getting tired, but this is a very, very good effort from him, considering all the chaos. 4.41 ERA. He's made it to the 5th here, gotten through 4 1/3. Line drive over the head of Yellow Magic Koopa there, and I'm guessing this is going to be close to it for Wario. But he did the job. Brings in now. Could it be Yellow Magic Koopa? Yes, it will be. Yellow Magic Koopa, of course, 3.74 ERA, 1.93 whip. Again, one of the better pitchers in the league. But he faces one of the better batters in the league now. Green Hammer Bro with a runner on first. Beanball, he beaned him. He beaned him, and honestly, do you blame him? Could you almost call that an intentional walk? He beaned him. That's the 3rd beanball in league history. I'd almost call it an intentional walk there because he's so good. 1-0. Fly ball to center field here for Blue Magic Koopa. Should be a routine fly out for Parker. Tagging up maybe. No, Bowser Jr. goes back. But wow. Maybe walking, maybe intentional walking Green Hammer Bro, even though I know it's not technically intentional. Maybe that was the best thing for the Muscles here. The Green Dry Bones to try and extend the inning does. Bases loaded. Caden says he's charging the mound, but bases loaded once again for their worst hitter. It's Green Koopa. Coming up at the absolute worst of times here. Has to figure out a way to get on base. Maybe he can crowd the plate here. I wouldn't swing at any pitch, but he does. It's on the ground, and that's going to be a ground out. And he once again strands more men, and they're still down 2. Boy, bad timing. Absolute bad timing today for this Bowser Jr. Rookies lineup. They have done a lot. They've been able to hit a lot. They probably have 15 hits today, but only 3 runs to show for it and no lead here in the bottom of the 5th. This is Parker. And Parker, one of the better hitting me's in the league. He has probably dipped a little bit, but still batting .393, has 2 homers. Down 0-2 here, though. The 0-2 by Blue Magic Koopa. That is pulled past Bowser Jr., though, into left. That is a nice single for him here in the 5th. Now, Yellow Magic Koopa. Batting exactly a coin flip coming into the game. 29 for 58 on the ground, but Green Shell again. This team is getting mowed over by Green Shells today. Another error brings up Fire Hammer Bro. No more Green Shells, though. He's got to do this one straight. 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. This is a high fly ball to right field. Will they get it? They will not. Fire Hammer Bro is going to have the homer to maybe ice the game. 9 homers on the year for Fire Hammer Bro and the Wario Muscles. Man, oh man. You can just count on maybe 2 hands today the number of mistakes the rookies have made when we come from stranding men to some potential errors. Can't get past the Green Shell. Some of it not their fault. But now, Blue Magic Koopa continuing to make more of a mess of this. It's going to bring in Green Dry Bones to attempt to get them to the end of this game. Hopefully, still at 8 runs now. But Green Dry Bones lets up a hit there. He has an 8.17 ERA, 5 games played in, or pitched in rather, 6 innings total made it through. Doesn't really sound great for the prospects of the Bowser Jr. rookie staying above 500 after 17 weeks of play. Line drive, though, that's going to finally be the first out of this 5th inning. So now Red Noki, maybe he can just get through this. But Red Noki, of course, she had a single to keep the inning alive last time, and she's going to have another one. She finds 2 hits in this game, folks. 2 hits. She's only had 6 as a Wario Muscle the rest of the season. Now Yellow Toad. This is on the ground, though. This should be the 6-4-3, no problem. And they are able to escape with no more damage. But the damage certainly hurt. They add 3 more to the Muscles. It's 8-3. The Muscles won this game last time on the last strike. It was at Wario City. Now the Bowser Jr. rookies are going to have to do more heroics late in the game again. Goomba's got a good count going here, though, to start the top of the 6th. They only have 6 more outs to get 5. And that's an easy, easy out. That is just, you heard the sound of the bat. Didn't really sound very good. Green Toad now, though. Green Toad, he certainly knows how to hit homers. He's got 2 this year, and he's going to add his 27th single, at least, of the year. This brings up Caden again, I think for the 4th time tonight. Caden has had a not bad night, and he is going to, unfortunately, line out. They're only going to have 1 more try to get 5 or more. Rough stuff here from Caden in our 2nd game of the night. They started off really well. They were up 3-1, and then 3 straight innings. They let up runs, and really the last inning was the killer, letting up the 3-run bomb to right for Fire Hammer Bro. 8-3 here as Yellow Pianta steps into the box, and he will step out with a single unless he gets thrown out at first. Oh, man, he almost did. He gave it a real try, but now Wario stepping up in an 8-3 game. 2 more games tonight, folks. Luigi at the Garden at nighttime against Peach, and then our nightcap is Bowser at Yoshi Park at night. There's a line drive. That is going to be grabbed by Caden for the first. Again, all you can do is prevent anything more. Green Bay Peyton on YouTube saying Green Toad is a power hitter. He is a power hitter, but unfortunately didn't really add to anything for them. A 1 here for Parker. This is on the ground. Easy 4, 6, 3. Green Shell won't get him this time, but boy, Green Shell's really hurt him tonight. Good error item usage from the Muscles. We head to the top of the 7th. 1 more try for the rookies to stay above 500. They will drop below 500 to go to 8 and 9. Green Magic Koopa certainly didn't help that effort tonight. Looking overall at their last few games, that's the first out. The rookies lost to the Bows in game day 16. They lost to the Monkeys in the last moment. They did beat the Fireballs in game day 14, a nice revenge game, but overall, in their last 5 games, they're 1-4, about to go 1-5 if Bowser Jr. can't do anything about it. But boy, it is looking bleak here, folks. 2 outs, the last chance. He got intentionally walked successfully, I'll add. It's Green Hammer Bro, and he will pull this one into center for a single. It's not really going to be enough. They need a lot more with 2 out here, and it starts now, or will it end with Blue Magic Koopa? Takes ball 1 against Yellow Magic Koopa. What a closing effort for him. Came in inheriting, I think, a 3-3 game. Now Blue Magic Koopa with a single to keep it alive. And trying to turn to third was Green Hammer Bro, but Yellow Magic Koopa inherited a bit of a mess, but he really cleaned it up. But does he leave a mess, or does he get him out of this? Green Dry Bones, fly ball. It is going to be the 3rd out. Pell ball not in time. Wario Muscles get the victory and go to the number 2 seed. Once again, Daisy and Wario play tomorrow in a game that could decide who gets the first round bye. Bowser Jr. rookies are once again, could be looking on the outside, looking in to a playoff spot after their incredible run in the middle part of the season. Final score 8-3. We head to our 3rd game of the night. GG, sorry, Caden, that worked out that way, but still 5 more games for you, and they're going to be important for the Bowser Jr. rookies. You follow this up in game week number 18 against Bowser at the Castle. That is a critical one now, with Bowser having the opportunity to go to 8 and 9 tonight. They play Yoshi, but if Bowser did lose to Bowser Jr., so Bowser Jr. rookies have an easy way to get right back with a positive victory. However, then it doesn't get, you have more critical matches. Playing Luigi is going to be so important. That's in 19. Then you can maybe get some victories against Waluigi and Peach, finishing up with the Yoshi Egg. So really, it's not over for the rookies, but you got to win. You can't be losing games to teams that you should be able to beat. So we'll see what happens for them. Of course, third game of the night coming up just in a moment. Luigi at Peach at the Garden. Big one for both teams. Talk about Luigi. They could drop, and like I said, we could be moments away from the DK Wilds being in the 6th seed. Let's find out if it happens when we come back. Welcome back to the Triple SL. Only the second time we've been in the Garden, in Peach Ice Garden at night, which brings that extra little bit of intrigue because of some of the features of the stadium. And of course, Peach Monarchs love playing here. They've won their most games here. They've only won 2 games on the road this year. They face a Luigi Knights team that, they have you just do not know what team you're going to get out of them. They can be a team that blows out a Bowser Monsters 14-0, biggest shutout in league history. Or they could be a team that gets blown out by the Waluigi Spitball 16-4 last week. You just don't know. You feel like they should be doing a lot better than they are, but that's why they're 8-8, perfect, right dead center, 500. So this is a tipping point moment for them. Last game, they were able to beat the Peach Monarchs pretty convincingly, if I'm not mistaken. I would think they scored double-digit runs in that game. Now they face the Peach Monarchs on the road. And really, folks, Luigi Knights on the road, not bad as well. They're 4-4 at home. They're 4-4 on the road. So there's no doubt they can pull some wins. They pulled an incredible road victory in Week 2 against Wario, winning, of course, in a shutout against a big win against Bowser in that blowout. They beat the DK Wilds on the road as well as the Diddy Monkeys. So this depends on the stadium. Sometimes it can just be their night, but is it their night tonight, or is it the Peach Monarchs tonight? They beat 2 of the best teams in the league. They beat Wario and Birdo back-to-back weeks in a row, but then, of course, suffering a pretty difficult loss in their last game week. That would have been against Bowser 13-6. So a step back for them, but tonight could be another big step forward, could get them to 8-9. I think, they'd be 6-10, so they get to 7-10. So we're talking about them being there. I mean, they're in win-out territory. They can maybe make one more mistake, but they're definitely in win-out territory. I don't know. That's the tough thing, folks. It's a random league. I just don't know. Here's what I do know. Here are the lineups for both the teams. That's not the team that's playing. That team's playing. Fat fingered it. Luigi Knights are pitching Fire Hammer Bro. And really, again, we talk about Fire Hammerbro. You think that this team would be the best in the league, considering that Fire Hammerbro is one of the best pitchers in the league. But I think his stamina becomes a real issue. And Luigi, his normal backup, is pitching with an ERA of 8.40 and letting up almost 3 hits a game, or 3 hits per inning, rather. He's got a whip of 273. Not good. Not good for a starting pitcher of, well, I don't want to say his caliber, but for a captain that as a pitcher, that's really rough. So Fire Hammerbro is going to need to go quite the distance tonight in hopes of winning here, but maybe their style of ball can work well here. The Peach Monarchs have suffered losses to a few teams at this ballpark, of course. They've lost to the Birdo Bows, Bowser Jr. Rookies, the Spitballs, and the Monkeys at home. So you never know if their style will translate. Meanwhile, Peach Monarchs pitching Jeff for the second straight night in a row. Overall, again, when we're looking at their stats, worst in the league in team ERA, 500 opponent batting average allowed. It's not like it's getting any easier for them, but you can take solace in the fact that they could still find victories here and there. Jeff overall as a pitcher this year, a 9.61 ERA. Baby Peach has actually been doing okay, 4.67. She's probably their best pitcher, but really it's been all over the place. Peach and this entire team has just let up too many runs, but they just have to outscore, just like they did against Mario in week number 12, and those highlights are coming up on this YouTube channel next week. Week 12 highlights. I'm catching back up on those, so make sure you subscribe at Alec Rome on YouTube. Of course, follow us everywhere, blah, 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 blah. I can give you all that, or I can give you baseball right now. Third game out of 4 tonight. Peach batting first. It's Pink Yoshi. Good luck to both teams. They want this. Like I said, I could say that both teams want it, but it's pretty obvious. These games matter. And Bakri on YouTube saying, God damn it, Bowser Jr., why'd you take yourself out? He's done that this year, too. And then, of course, his bullpen doesn't help him out in a critical moment. And Green Koopa, man, holy fuck. Green Koopa. Worst timing ever, my friend. Worst timing ever for Green Koopa. Stranded a lot of runners tonight that could have gotten home. It made it a closer game. Here we go, though, right away for the Peach Monarchs in our third game. Luigi Knights are plenty popular in this league, but the Monarchs and Pink Yoshi going for home. He is going to be safe. Pink Yoshi safe at home already, 1-0. Nice turn from third going home. They don't get the throw there in time. Mitch can't get it home, cuts it off. Didn't even try to go for home there. I thought he could have made the throw. He's made some incredible throws this year. Right away with no outs. 3 straight hits given up by Fire Hammerbro. Caden said Def should have traded him for like anything. I mean, literally anything. I don't know, like a stick or something like that might have been better. And Blue Pianta adds on to his length of RBIs this year. That's his 24th. Right away, Peach Monarchs in their home ballpark are feeling comfortable here. Up 2-0, 5 straight hits with nobody out. That's going to bring up Paragoomba. Pardon me, that's 4 straight hits, by the way. Could be 5 if Paragoomba gets it. Maybe it's broadcaster's blessing. But Paragoomba has sometimes been an inning killer. It is going to be a 4-3 double play. Green Critter, nice job. And you just got to get it under control, especially when you know that Blue Critter is up. And this ballpark is very much beneficial for the Critters. You can pull those solid singles into doubles just like this one. That's going to make it 3-0. But not hard enough. They cut it off there in right center. Caden said some batting gloves would have been worth the trade. I do think so, especially after that game. Just point blank costing you the game tonight. This is Jeff. This is on the ground. It's past Green Critter, and they keep this inning alive somehow. Cannot believe that. It brings up Peach. They're almost all the way around the order. This is batter number 8. And Peach kept the inning alive. The Monarchs put up 9 against the Birdo Bows in the opening inning in their game at Yoshi Park. The first team to beat the Bows at home. But man, what the hell's Peach doing? She gets thrown out in the old rare 9-4-3 ground out. And it's 3-0. She gets thrown out. Could have kept the inning alive for Baby Peach. But they still do cash in 3 runs. Now here's Luigi to start off the bottom of the first. Again, Mitch's team start off 4-2 and has just really been on a bit of a nosedive since. But they nosedived and then they corrected the plane. Now they just got to land it smoothly and get to the playoffs. No guarantees. They got to get this lead back here. Luigi doesn't help him out. Dark Bones will help him out with an opening single for him here with one out. Dark Bones averaging 661. Now here is Mitch. This is on the ground, line drive in between the bases, double play. Ended up being a ground out because he kept running. Doesn't matter. They got the double play anyway. And so the Knights, I know, are popular in this YouTube channel, but damn, tough inning for them. Letting up 3 and getting nothing in return. Top of the second for Baby Peach here. She takes strike 1. Green Bay Peyton said the old 943 sighting. Yes, it's like seeing a UFO. It is rare, but God, does it happen in this league full of strange baseball. Line out for Baby Peach. She has been among the league worst, batting .286. It's on the ground for Pink Yoshi. And I can't say that Pink Yoshi has been much better, batting .300. This is Green Dry Bones. This is a deep fly ball to center field. Green Dry Bones underneath is Mitch. For the third out, 1-2-3 here. Good job by Luigi Knights. Boy, that was a deep ball by Green Dry Bones. Again, nobody in this ballpark, nobody at this ballpark, or for any team in the SSSL has hit a homer in this ballpark yet. Wonder if that will change at all this season. Never know. This is Firehammer, bro, after the single for Green Magic Koopa. He's had some shots at homers, and Baby Peach is standing still in right field, and this is going to be an RBI double for Firehammer, bro, to make it 3-1. Baby Peach, take another look at this replay. She just does not even move on that ball. Brutal, brutal stuff for the Monarchs, letting up a run there and giving the Luigi Knights a little bit of a life raft here to start off in the second. Good double from Firehammer, bro, bringing up Green Shy Guy. That is Firehammer, bro's only second double, by the way, but he's hit 6 homers for the Knights, too. Swing and a miss for Green Shy Guy, batting about .339. Deep fly ball. There's some ice out there, but Pink Yoshi fights through it and is able to get the fly out. What a play there. Good stuff from Pink Yoshi. Here in our third game of the night. Now Green Critter, though, getting that shoulder loose as he always does. And he puts a ball on the move to Peach, but she is underneath it for the second out. Sleepy Moon Lunar, who I believe knows a thing or two about taking naps, says Baby Peach taking a nap. Ouch. Green Toad with a single here to keep the inning alive for the Knights. It's 3-1 in the second. Green Paratroopa. Sometimes the Paratroopas can be a bit of a sore sight for sore eyes, rather. But this time, Green Paratroopa will give his 9th RBI of the year and make it a 1-run game. Green Paratroopa, nice single in between second and short. So runners on first and second here for Luigi. He did ground out in his first at-bat, but that could all change right here. He has a triple as well this season. And this is on the ground. Pass. Oh, no, it's grabbed by Blue Critter, and he's out. What a play. 6-3 to get him out of the inning and maintain the lead. Wow, that was quite the turn. Dive and throw in time against Luigi. That is a web jam if I've ever seen one. Dry Bones here in the top 0 to third. Nice hit there from Dry Bones over into left to open the inning. Of course, we don't have to tell you very much if you're a fan of this league, or even if you're not. The Dry Bones can hit like crazy, both of them averaging around 700, and Blue Pianta has certainly turned it around this year. Went from being one of the disappointments, but watch out, close play here. Safe again at third. It's so hard to get a close play in this league. The runners just have the advantage, and so offense rules here. Nobody out in the third. Paragoomba is going to have, oh, no RBI. Dry Bones doesn't go home, And so that's a bit problematic, but Blue Critter did have a hit and an RBI in his first at-bat. Star swing, line drive. That is going to be enough here for a sac fly. He lines it out, but Dry Bones is getting home. They have a 2-run lead again. Caden saying a rare close play at third. I would love to be able to code the game a little bit to where those close plays are a bit more toss-up. Or at least like a 60-40 runner type. You know, something a little bit more up and down. But in the CPU versus CPU, the runners they just have the best chance. But 4-6, double play. That's all they gave up was 1. As Green Magic Koopa steps off the field, it's 4-2. Bottom of the third for Jeff, who's been not too bad here. He's had some good stints at the Garden as a pitcher. This is Dark Bones, though. He knows how to hit. You betcha. Peach can't get to that one. Dark Bones with another single, 2 for 2. It's going to bring up Mitch here. Caden says, for sure, has it been a clean 100% for offense? Yes, it has. Trust me. I would tell you if it had been different. 1-6-3 double play. A slow roller, by the way, by Jeff to second there, but it worked out. And so 2 out here in the bottom of the third for the Knights, and make that 3. Quick one. Fielder has not won a close play. So that's one thing I would love to take a look at changing. But, of course, you know, I need a little bit more Python knowledge. I need a little bit more coding knowledge. Community, of course, we rely a bit on the wonderful Mario Super Sluggers community for those mods and for the CPU mods. So that is something I'd love to see change. But, of course, you know, I'm not the guy who coded it. So, line drive there. That's out number 1. But it's tough because I wonder how you could even code that, because it's CPU on CPU. Normally it'd be a player trying to beat the CPU in a certain time frame. So, you know, I wonder if you could generate a value for the reaction time. Kane, of course, saying, my no guy, hey, look, I'll take it. I'll take it. It's on the ground. This is going to be the 4th. Oh, what an error. An error by Green Critter here in the 4th. Over the head of Green Magic Koopa. There's no other way that could have happened. Now Green Dry Bones with a deep fly ball. This is going foul, and foul territory is very open here. And so Green Paratroopa has it in foul territory for the second out. Wow. Green Critter, will he be punished for that error by Dry Bones? 1-0. This contact hit, it's over the head. And what is Fire Hammer Bro doing? He's standing 2. What's going on here? 5-2, now 6-2. That error from Green Critter could potentially cost the Luigi Knights the victory tonight. Top of the 4th, throwing over his head, and now Fire Hammer Bro not moving in right field. Now here with 2 out, it's Blue Pianta in a 6-2 game. Ball 1, and Luigi can't find the plate. He's already let up a couple once again in this pitching effort from him. This is going to be a 6-3, though, to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the 4th, rather. Luigi Knights get the chance, of course, to bat. And they need the turnaround here. They need some offense. Giving up too much right now on defense. Fire Hammer Bro takes strike 1. If there's anybody that could hit the first homer in this ballpark, I think it could be Fire Hammer Bro, but he hits a hot one straight to Blue Pianta. That's a ground out. G3. Yeah, Caden, that's what I think. So all you would have to do is basically kind of create random timings for both CPUs so that you wouldn't know, you know, what way it would be, and maybe you give one CPU the slight edge, but I don't know. You'd probably have to make it exactly 50-50. Deep line drive. It is going to be down. Down. This is going to be a nice hit for Critter with 2 out. This is a double. Trying to correct his mistake that he just made, a costly error that ended up allowing 2 runs. Jeff staying in here. Again, he's had a solid effort so far, and now 0-2 against Green Toad. Third game of the night, we got one more. It's Bowser at Yoshi. Yoshi Park at nighttime, of course, I'm always a fan of that, being a Birdo Bows owner. Runners on first and third here. Opportunity for Green Paratrooper, who hit the single to get one in. He could have another RBI. Crowds the plate as he always does, but lines it out to short. Tough. They strand two again. Luigi Knights are in a rough spot, but let's talk about the Monarchs trying to keep their season alive. They get to 7-10. Could still keep things close and could stay in the standings conversation. Really, still, they'd be within one game-ish, you know. You got the DK Wilds now at 8-9 in the 7th spot for now. This gets down. Paragoomba with the single. But when I look at things, yeah, I mean, Monarchs go to 7-10 if the Monsters lose tonight. That would be interesting. They'd have the split of the season series, but the Monsters have such a way, way, way better run differential that, like I said, it's going to be near impossible for the Monarchs to pass Bowser unless they basically win out and have the Monsters keep losing games. So, meanwhile for the Knights, this is on the ground. Could be a nice 4-3 again. There we go. Much better from Green Critter. He has those rare mistakes we've seen him have with 15 of you in here in a 6-2 game, top of the 5th. Monarchs trying to go to 7-10. Luigi Knights could stay above 500 and stay in the playoff race, but Peach has an RBI here, 7-2. 7-2 Peach. Jeff and Grisel and the G&G ownership group got to be happy with how their Monarchs have played the second half of this season. They were rough to start. This is going to be a 6-3. Gets Baby Peach in time. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And Luigi Knights. They need to find something right now. They've got Luigi, Dark Bones, who's always a great hitter, and Mitch. But it's got to come here soon. They have not really been able to hit anything deep. And, you know, looking at, when we talk about the slugging average, that's an important thing to look at. That gets down, so Luigi with the leadoff single. But Luigi Knights are 10th out of 12 teams in the league, tied with Peach, funny enough, in slugging. But, of course, they don't really have the advantage of this ballpark, so maybe this is either good for them or maybe they just don't have what it takes to take advantage of this ballpark. With Luigi getting to third, that's a single for Dark Bones. With nobody out, they have 2 on once again for Mitch here. They're down 5. Good opportunity to cut the lead. This is going to be a nice hit. Mitch is going to have a big one here. That's going to bring 1 home and probably 2. Mitch is going to have at least a double here, and Dark Bones is home safe. Mitch is digging for third, and he's going to have a stand-up triple. What a hit for Mitch. Of course, just as I said that, they take a huge advantage of this. Mitch's first triple of the year is a huge one. 17 RBIs, by the way, for Mitch. I believe that that is the most RBIs of any me in the league. That is absolutely true. Even passing Eli is Parker now, tied with Parker after that. No, he beats Parker. He just took the lead for me's in the league with 17 RBIs. So all the owners, Mitch has the most RBIs. 0-1 over the head of Paragoomba, and here we go. 7-5. Luigi Knights are closing in. And again, I'm pretty sure they got nobody out in this inning. They do not. And here comes Fire Hammer Bro. Peach giving up some stuff here right now. This is almost fair, but it's foul for Fire Hammer Bro, 0-1. The 0-1 is on the edge of the bat. High fly ball, the right field. Baby Peach underneath it. Decides to actually move her legs this time and has got it for the first. Even though she gets... Oh, that was Paragoomba that got frozen there. Watch out. It's chilly out there. Green Shy Guy now. Again, average hitter. You never know what he can do. Sometimes he pulls something great, or sometimes he can have an issue. He's going to go power this time. That's in between second and short, past second base, keeping the inning alive. Tying run at first. The lead run is Green Critter. And it's certainly possible that he can hit a deep drive here. He had a double the last at-bat. 0-1. 1 out. Can he get him out here? Deep fly ball. That could have had the gas to get out. But instead it's foul. Now 0-2. The 0-2 is in between the base again. And the bases are loaded for for Luigi Knights here, trying to come back down 5. They were down 7-2 to start the inning. Now Green Toad, who has 9 RBI. Could he be the one to bring him closer? But Peach with the heart ball here. Not swung on, smartly taken. I don't think you need to swing at that. The 0-1. This is going to be down. It's a one-run game. One-run game off the bat of Green Toad. And hold on a minute here. You're watching a close baseball game, folks, in the SSSL, the Super Sluggers Sim League. Bases loaded for Green Paratrooper, who's had a couple hits today, mind you, including some RBI, but that is grabbed. Oh, man. Did you see that? He had to kind of hop back for that. Watch the replay. He hopped out of the way and then dove for it. Blue Critter saving what probably would have been an error. And so now there's 2 out for Luigi. Luigi in a big spot. Can he give this team the lead or at least tie it with a single? He will. He is going to give his team the tie and the lead as it gets past Baby Peach. 2 RBI single. Knights lead 8-7. Luigi doing what he did in Wario City in Week 2, getting a huge critical single to give his team the lead. Peach, of course, putting up a stinker of an effort tonight on the mound, giving up way too much. They can't even get out of the 5th. Darkbones is at the plate again, and he knows how to hit. I don't think he knows how not to hit, but this time he lines it out, and some solace in the fact that they don't allow anything more, but they blew a 5-run lead. What a comeback, not the biggest one, but certainly one of the best this year. The Monarchs, though, they still have plenty of time to make a statement about that. Top of the 6th with Pink Yoshi and the Dry Bones, and the Dry Bones gotten on base plenty of times already tonight. Green Dry Bones, though, in his last at-bat, flew out, in foul territory. Green Bay Peyton also said, told you, Green Toad power hitter. I feel like he's a technique hitter, but he does have some power here and there. Green Dry Bones, he flew out last time. Deep fly ball to Mitch in center. He has got it for the 2nd out. And so the Dry Bones are being neutralized here. So far, the away teams have been doing well. The away teams are 2-0 on this particular night. That gets down. Here's Blue Pianta. Runner on first for Blue Pianta. 2 outs, still have an opportunity here. Fly ball, is that going to get out? It will get out. He was actually rooting for that to get away. Foul ball, 0-2. Pickoff attempt is really just trying to make sure he doesn't steal to get into scoring position. Swung on contact, that gets down. So here we go. Blue Pianta advances the runner to 3rd. Dry Bones is safe at 3rd. And so down 1, the Monarchs have an easy chance. Possible chance. I don't want to call it easy because it is Paragoomba, but Paragoomba himself does have 8 RBIs this year. Nice big swing. That is going to be one of them. That gets down in front of Firehammer Bro Paragoomba as Blue Pianta turns for home. Is going to give his Monarchs the lead here. 9-8 at home. What a 2 RBI double from Paragoomba of all players. Sometimes the stars are the unlikeliest. 9-8 off the bat of Paragoomba. Luigi tired here. He is, again, led up a critical hit to one of the worst hitters in the league. Bad time for him, and his ERA shows that he has really not helped his team on the mound this year. Star swing, line drive, Paratroopa! It goes past him! They're going to have 2 runs. Distance now over Luigi Knights here, and it's still the 6th inning. Still so much baseball left to be played here, folks. 15 of you are watching a tight ball game here in our 3rd game of the night. Now it is Jeff stepping up. That is it for Luigi. Call in Green Magic Koopa. Green Magic Koopa this year has pitched in 5 games. He's not pitched very much, but boy, has he been rough. 15.2 ERA. The Knights got to just figure out how to get 1 out here. And they're not going to get it. On the inside of the bat, star swing. Jeff puts a runner on 3rd now. Brings up Peach, who had a solid hit. She hasn't been amazing this year, but she did do something. Peach averaging 345. And she's got a hitter's count here, 2-0. Curving inside, she takes strike one there finally, 2-1. Green Bay Peyton said he proved himself right by saying the Knights were inconsistent. And there we go, 11-8. The Monarchs, once again, finding a way to outscore their opponents. They take the lead right back here, but I can't say it's over. The Knights hit last due to the coin flip. Green Magic Koopa is going to almost be done already. His stamina is just so bad. He just does not know how to get it done. 0-1 here. This is Baby Peach. Still with 2 out. They got to figure out how to get 1 out here. They do. Finally, they get Baby Peach out of there. But they allow, and they blow their own lead that the other team blew. Peach Myers blew a 5-run lead. Then they had a 1-run lead. It was 8-7. Now with 4, it's 11-8. And the Knights must respond once again. Bottom of the 6th, we have 7 innings in the SSSL. That's what we play in regulation. We've had about 4 or 5 games this year, I want to say, go to extra innings. This be one of them. We're on the bottom of the 6th. Did not need to swing at that. Poor choice of swing. Mitch did have a 2 RBI double, but that was not a good swing. That was easily going to be inside. Might have gotten beamed, but instead maybe swung out of defensive hope that he didn't get hit. The 0-1 here for Green Magic Koopa is over the second base line, and so there we go. Fire Hammer Bro. Green Magic Koopa got to first. It's Fire Hammer Bro here. Big spot for him. Needs a hit. Oh, but he's down 0-2 here to Peach. Peach, will she use a heart ball? No, she'll not. That's just right over the middle, but it's popped up in the center. And it's overrun by Jeff, but Green Magic Koopa doesn't run. Can you blame him? Can you blame him? Kind of tough spot there. So pretty much nil for the par for the course there, really. And the line out by Green Shy Guy means they're going to need the 7th inning. For a little while there, we thought they might have an opportunity to just get out of here without having to go to the 7th. But they'll need to go scoreless here and try to keep this a 3-run game. Pink Yoshi to lead us off here in the 7th. Does so nicely with a single. 16 of you in for a big game here. We got one more tonight. It's Bowser at Yoshi. Yoshi eggs are desperately trying to stay in the playoff race. It's do or die for them tonight, in my opinion. I think the cut line's going to be 500, but God, with the way things have been going, who knows? It might be one game under 500. So you never know. Dry Bones have loaded the bases here with nobody out for the Monarchs. The Monarchs scored a franchise record against the Birdo Bows. I think they scored 13. They're on the precipice of maybe beating that, but this is on the ground. They're going to get one here. 6-4-3. It's 12-8. It is 12-8 against the Birdo Bows a couple weeks ago. The Monarchs scored 14, and they are close to beating that, but they may not do it. They've got 12. It's 12-8. They are 4-4 in this ballpark. On the ground, that's going to be it. That's all they get. Ground out to Green Shy Guy. The Knights need another one of those incredible comebacks. They did it against Diddy. A while back, they were able to make a really impressive comeback and beat the Diddy Monkeys, being down 6-1. They got to do something like that again. This is a nice way to start if it gets over the head of Pink Yoshi. It will! Green Critter is going to have another double here. He did cost them 2 runs earlier, but that's something. Parker, the Warrior Boyos, they did get the W today. They won that game nicely. It was 8-3 the final score. This is over the head of Paragoomba. Green Critter, though, is caught between the bases. Oh, no. He's got to get to third. He is in a pickle. This is a real pickle. And he's safe there at second. That's the first time I've seen them do a real pickle correctly. An actual pickle correctly, but they didn't get him out. Now Green Paratroopa with runners on first and second. My goodness. Here we go, bases loaded. Green Critter thought about going for home. Bases loaded, Knights down 4 with nobody out. This is Luigi's time. He found a big single to give him the lead earlier, but now their best pitcher, arguably, is coming up. We have one more game left tonight, and then, of course, we're right back here tomorrow on Saturday with the full game day slate for game day 18. Luigi's going to get it within 3 runs. Will it be 2? No, but that's a single again for Luigi. He's got 3 RBIs in the game, and now the winning run is at the plate. Green Critter almost blew this game, but now, as CJ Willis said, Dark Bones is at the plate, who has been hitting singles all day long. Baby Peach first strike. Now Dark Bones trying to go power. This is a deep fly ball to left field. It's lining down foul. Down 0-2 here. You cannot afford a double play here. And that is not what Dark Bones does, but he flies out to left on the star pitch. And so now double play possibility, but Mitch did have a 2 RBI double. Important at-bat for him. I didn't like his last at-bat, but he passed all the me's and the owners in RBI in this game. And he will not get it past Blue Critter. That is the game. That is the game. Mitch cannot bring his Knights with the bases loaded. They struggled a little bit to get some scoring earlier. They couldn't hold on to the lead. They did all that work coming back down 5 runs and give it back to the Monarchs, who win for the 5th time this year at home. What a game it was. Very, very good game with 1 to go here. Final score, 12-9 Monarchs. Well, that puts a wrench in all the conversation. Monarchs get to 7-10. The Knights drop to 8-9, and it's guaranteed that the DK Wilds will be 7th at least, because the run differential will all be 8-9. And if the Bowser Monsters lose, folks, if the Bowser Monsters lose to the Yoshi Eggs, the DK Wilds will be in a playoff spot at 8-9, which means anything is still possible for all these teams this year, man. What is going on? What a finish to that game. There's one more game coming up. Don't go away. I'll be back in 60 seconds for Bowser at Yoshi. Oh, that music was a little bit that was a little bit scary. I'm not gonna lie. That was spooky. And look, it feels like it's that music right before the final battle. Right before the final moments, where it's do or die. And I certainly believe that is what is at stake for the Yoshi Eggs. This is it. They're on their home ballpark, and if they go to 5-11, I just think it is too hard for them to get into a playoff spot. Let's look again. Mathematically now, with how things have gone tonight, the Yoshi Eggs have to be incredibly happy. They got to be thrilled with how tonight went. The teams at 8-8 both lost, all that stuff down there. So a win would only put them 2 games back with 5 to go. So it's not over. But next week they face Luigi. That's going to at the Mansion. Tough one. They get Waluigi. Then they get Peach. But Peach is looking a lot better lately, folks. In week 21, they play DK. That's not easy. And then Bowser Jr. So it is very possible. They can ladder everybody. All those teams are all the teams directly above Yoshi. They could just tonight, right? They don't have to face anybody that's in a playoff spot right now. So this is it's not over. But the Yoshi Eggs have got to find some hits, and they certainly have to prevent Bowser from hitting bombs in this ballpark, which is not an easy ask, right? But Birdo Bows were able to hold them to 3 here. Yoshi Eggs have got to find hits. Both these teams are very close to one another in ERA and batting average. Yoshi, bottom of the league in hitting average, bottom of the league in slugging. Bowser, 5th in hitting, 4th in slugging. Let's take a look at their lineups first, starting off with the Bowser Monsters. It is Boomerang Bro tonight to pitch. I think it's been a minute since we've seen Boomerang Bro to start on the mound. Yeah, he was replaced by Monty Mole for a little bit. Monty, he did okay, Monty did. But Boomerang Bro is back to starting. This is going to be his 8th start of the season. I'm a little bit surprised, got to be honest with you, that Bowser didn't go. But I think Bowser has been kind of struggling a little bit lately. He's still got a 5.01 ERA, but I think he's just been slipping. Monty Mole might come in a closing effort. Of course, he has one of the better ERAs in the league, 161 through 13. It's the least amount of innings pitched for that qualifying ERA. But, hey, that's not bad. So we'll see if Monty can get it done in the tight moments, if there is any, tonight for the Monsters. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the Yoshi Eggs. It's going to be Yoshi for the 2nd straight game in a row, folks. Eli has still been good, but he has dipped a little bit. He's 4th in ERA, but where he's been giving up a little bit more lately is in the whip category. He now averages a 2 whip, 2 hits or walks per inning pitched. It puts him in our pitching PR category when it comes to the Z-score of how many standard deviations you are above the mean. Eli is the 7th best pitcher in the league. Of course, Monty Mole being the number 1. But Fire Hammer Bro for Luigi Knights, he took a step back tonight, gave up a couple. So it's very much, it's a hitter's league, folks. Maybe that'll change in Season 2 if we adjust some of the stats and all that, but it's a hitter's league. But even for a hitter's league, the Yoshi Eggs have struggled hitting. They're going to have to rely on Red Critter and Red Pianta killing it tonight. They need to do everything possible, hit homers. They have had some of their moments this year. 9 homers, 4 from Red Critter, 3 from Red Pianta, but overall, now it's just they're down at the bottom. They got to find some more stuff. They got to find homers. Homers, big runs, RBI, win the game. Simple stuff. Simple baseball, right? Well, let's see if that recipe can bring them a victory, or will be too far out the conversation. They might drop to 5-12 and be what feels like eliminated, but it isn't technically. But God, would it feel like it. Here we go. Eli and the Eggs are starting us off. Good luck to both teams. Check one thing here. Yep, we're good to go. Good luck. Folks, tense moments. This is our final game of the night. Remember, you can always follow us on our TikTok at Super Sluggers if you want more highlights, or here on YouTube. We post a lot of shorts on the regular. We'll have some more highlights, but remember, folks, we're not going anywhere. We're coming right back here tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, full slate of 6. And here is a ball that could get hidden tomorrow. Red Pianta, that's off the wall. Doesn't quite get over the wall, but a nice double to start the game off for Red Pianta. And here comes Red Critter. This is what you were looking for. I neglected to mention Boomerang Bro's ERA this year is a 6.53, and he's going to let up a few, and he's got a 2.35 whip. And look at there, the star hitters for the Eggs do their job, and it brings up Red Shy Guy. I know that's, it seems like, oh boy, Red Shy Guy. But Red Shy Guy for this team at 308, he needs, he could add himself to some RBI lists here this year. It's not a guaranteed out here, but he's down 0-2. He really needs them to get it home. This is going to be grabbed and a double play by Red Magic Koopa. Brutal, man. What can I say? They really don't have a good 4-spot hitter, I think, is the problem. It's the same problem the Spitballs have. Who do you put in a 4 spot? Is it Paratroopa? No, it's none of the babies. Yoshi has not been performing to the standard that Yoshi needs to perform to. So I don't know what you would do. They put their best 3 up top, and maybe you just need to switch around and put somebody like a contact hitter, maybe, like Red Paratroopa 1. I don't know. I don't think there's a good answer. I don't think there's a good answer at all, folks. Bowser with a very soft single. Normally that guy hits homers, but a very soft single. Bowser has 18 homers on the year, and Tristan with a deep drive. That is going to allow Bowser to get home because of the train. It's already 1-0, and the ball is just running everywhere. Tristan with a nice double for himself there. That is Tristan's first double of the year, folks. He's had 27 singles and a homer. But as a double for him, good stuff. 1-0 Monsters. Again, they could jump. They would be in the playoff spot tonight, folks, if, well, yes, they would be in the playoff spot tonight if they win this game. They would be in the 6th seed if they win this game. DK in the 7th. Blue toe with a drive, but they are at the wall. Luigi's got it. Baby Luigi's got it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Yoshi Eggs fans. They got this one, no problem. Blue Toad, what a drive. Man, that certainly looked like it could have been his first homer of the year. It was a real drive, but not to be here for the Monsters. But still plenty of opportunity. This is Blue Critter, Star Swing. This is going to get straight to Baby Mario for the second out. Star Swing not really doing anything for him there. And so Tristan's still out there at second. They have the one run lead right now. Blue Magic Koopa batting .468. He's going to go Star Swing. That will get down. Is it soft enough? Will Tristan go? And Baby Daisy misses it. But Tristan honestly was too fast. And it's 2-0. CJ Will says the angle of that Baby Luigi catch was wild. It was wild. I mean, they needed that, though. And I was worried about Baby Daisy not closing on that ball. Boomerang Bro has 4 of this team's 30 home runs. Of course, Bowser owning 18 of them. Take strike 1. Again, Yoshi, overall, looking at his ERA, it's not been amazing foul off, but it's still okay, 685. It's kind of in that middling tier. It's definitely outside the top 15, though. 0-2. That's going to be past Red Paratroopa. Inning still alive here in the top of the first. Or bottom of the first, rather, for the Monsters. Here is Monty Mole. Monty Mole can either find you a magical moment, but about 8 times out of 10, he's going to ground out into the double play or just to end the inning. And would you guess it? 4-3. That's it. 2-0 Monsters after 1. Easy prediction there, folks. I didn't have to do too much thinking on what Monty Mole might do in that spot. Here we go, top of the second. It is Red Paratroopa, and boy, has he had some shots. He had a homer as well, one of this team's 9, but he's only batting .283. He's just one of those kind of sleeper players, and this is a nice drive. That's down, a good single on a hot one from Red Paratroopa. I kind of wonder if he should be in the first spot, and you need a better hitter like Eli in the 4. I just think that that's the way it's got to be. You're loading Pianta and Critta there, but then when you have the bases loaded in some of those situations, you don't have anybody to come clean it up. And whoa, what's going on here? You had the miss by Monty Mole, and then a miss out there and left, and that is a double here for Yoshi. Yoshi only batting .328. I think I'm going to credit him with the double, even though I could give another Mole Mole error there. But with runners on second and third, big opportunity to tie the game here for Baby Daisy with a drive deep to the wall. The train, will it be there in time? No, it won't, but they get knocked over by the green shell. That's enough to get Red Paratroopa home and Yoshi to third. Baby Daisy credited with just her 4th RBI of the year. Man, she was close, though, I tell you what, to getting that ball gone. That would have been quite the moment, too. We saw Waluigi hit his first homer of the year on a shocking, shocking pitch. I could not believe that he did it. Here's Baby Mario. Only batting .286, but now is going to have another RBI. But wait, no, Yoshi didn't go, and he's thrown out at first. How the hell does that happen? Yoshi didn't go home, and here we go again with this team. It's Baby Luigi that has to bat Yoshi home now. Oh my God, they cannot figure it out. But Monty Mole makes an appearance. 2-2 tie game. What can you say? Oh, Monty, we love you. Oh my God. 2-2. Eggs have tied it here in the top of the second in our final game. Tomorrow, 6 more games, folks. All game week 18. Boy, is that going to be critical. We'll talk a little bit about those games. At the end of this game, we'll have the live standings and take a look at those games for tomorrow. Times will be out, of course, later on. If you have not joined our Discord, now would be a great time to do so before we let you go. Discord link is right here. We got 30 of you, including our owners in the Discord. We'd love to have you if you're a fan of our league. Make sure you join that Discord. You get the most up-to-date updates about our league. Of course, you get some more updates and highlights, really, from our YouTube and TikTok, but You get most up-to-date announcements about our league by joining our Discord. Line drive to the left is out for the second here. Good stuff here from the eggs in the second. However, problem, Bowser against Yoshi for the second time. He had a soft-hitting single over the second base. And now this is an absolute blast to left center field. But Baby Mario's got him. Rubs him at the wall. And this outfield, I tell you what, they are just hanging on by a thread. But they get it done again. Prevent any more runs. We head to the bottom of the inning here. All right, sorry, back to the top. Sometimes I forget that the away teams have kind of won a lot of tosses tonight. They've been the home team spot. The coin toss evens things out a little bit in this league. 2-2. We are now in the top of the third, rather. And Green Bay Paint's in the 9-3 put out, and that whiff happens right after. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand. Green Bay Peyton shocked that those two got there in time in left field. Line drive past Monty Mole. Again, here we go. Red Pianta at third. Now you have Red Shy Guy up, but here's nobody out. This is a no-pressure situation here for Red Shy Guy. Just let one rip, brother. Let it rip, and he does. Line drive, but it's down, and he actually, I thought he would, if it got up a little bit more, it got deeper, he could have had a sac fly there. But here's somebody that knows how to sac fly. This is Red Paratroopa. Red Paratroopa knows how to do this. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, high, and that's a perfect hit. Absolutely perfectly placed ball off the edge of the bat. Eggs have the lead 3-2. Red Paratroopa with only his second RBI of the year. That is insane to me. That is among the lowest in the league. Red Noki does not have a recorded RBI, but there's no other player in the league that I can find that has that little. Blue Yoshi for the Waluigi Spitballs has one, is now second to last. Here's Yoshi, who has been not great, but here we go. He's got an opportunity to turn this season around. But he lines it out to all people, Monty Mole. If you line it out to Monty Mole, I mean, that fucker can't even play that position. So, I don't know what to tell you. Woo! Okay. 3-2 after 2.5. Monsters have Tristan, Toad, Blue Critter. Toad got robbed as well from a homer in right as well. And I think that was the first inning. Line drive, easy one to Red Shy Guy, a little pitch and catch. Here is Blue Toad, like I said, flew out to right. Got robbed from a homer. Contact swing. That's going to be a single for him. First hit of the game. Skeleton Alice on Twitch saying LMAO. Laughing out loud. I know. I can't believe this. Monty Mole, man. He just becomes the conversation of every single game we see him in. Runners on first and third here. Blue Critter with a nice single, advancing the runner with one out. It's Blue Magic Koopa. And he's going to bring in a run and will tie the game 3-3. Nice single there from Blue Magic Koopa. The buddy pass was really just trying to make sure it got in and fired it over to third to prevent Blue Critter from running. But hey, good stuff here. Tight game in our final game of the night here. Bowser Monsters win. They will own a playoff spot. They lose. DK has the playoff spot, and Yoshi is 6-11. Still having a shot, but Boomerang Bro with an absolute nuke to right. It's gone. Boomerang Bro hit it over everything there, and they take a 3-run lead. Over the wall and right. In command, Boomerang Bro, his 5th homer of the year. Yoshi's done, and he didn't even want to see Monty Mole. It's going to be Baby Luigi to step in, but boy, I feel like that's just the stake in the heart of their season, man. I don't know what to tell you. Baby Luigi has only pitched in 1 game this year, faced 3 batters, and allowed 3 runs. Technically, he has a 0 ERA because he technically didn't get through any outs, but that's going to change. He did get an out there. 2 outs here for Blue Shy Guy in a 6-3 ball game. Still very, look. I know it felt like the stake in the heart as Blue Shy Guy pulls this one in between left and center. That's a double for Blue Shy Guy, folks. I know I said it feels like that's it, but it's not it. There's still plenty of time. That's his first double of the year, by the way, for Blue Shy Guy. 0-1 on Red Magic Koopa now. He has 2 doubles. 1-1 a ball. The 1-1 is another ball. Turns it into 2-1. Can't really find the plate right now, Baby Luigi. That one curved. I like that pitch, though. Stayed aggressive. Stayed painting the corners, and was able to get him out there for the 3rd out. Good stuff there. Baby Luigi coming in a tough spot, but a bomb given up by Yoshi, making this game 6-3. We still have 4 innings to go in regulation. Now here's Baby Daisy, who almost had a bomb of her own, but she did sack fly in her first at-bat. Strike 1 on her. Bowser in to pitch right now. Boomerang Bro had an okay outing, but can Bowser, rather, keep things together? He's got a 5.01 ERA, just in the top 15 in the league. Baby Daisy does get on with nobody out here. This is Baby Mario, who did find a hit, I want to say. This is a nice one. That's a single. And look at this. The babies are rolling right now. Going to bring up Baby Luigi. And if they load this up, hold your horses here, folks. It would be Eli, then Pianta and Critter, but he lines out into the double play to Monty Mole. That is just, oh, that's brutal. But no saying that it's over yet. Eli here, the runner on first. We'll get it past Monty Mole this time. And so, with an opportunity to tie the game with a homer, it's Red Pianta. Runners on first and second, 2 out. Got to take advantage of your opportunities here. Off-speed ball, contacted, bases loaded. I have no idea why Bowser went off-speed on pitch number 1. What was that? Now here's Red Critter. Red Critter in Yoshi Park has 4 home runs. Line drive to the wall. It's going to get off the wall. That brings home 1. Eli is going to stay there at third. Bad throw by Blue Toad in left field. And the bases remain loaded here for what brings up Red Shy Guy. Not a great spot for Red Shy Guy, but he did have a hit. Oh, no, he didn't have a hit. He lined out twice. Okay, maybe Red Shy Guy can do something here. You never know. Bases loaded. Down 2. They couldn't really take a lot of opportunity. Start swing. He's going to have an RBI to make it a 1-run game. There you go, Red Shy Guy. There you go. Prove the haters wrong. Prove them wrong. Good stuff. 1-run game here. Just like that, you thought that maybe this team could wither out, but instead, Red Paratroopa steps up and takes a big swing at this one. He will ground it out 4-3, but they get 2 back. They're still battling halfway through the game, but they face Bowser. Tristan and Blue Toad. Daunting here to start the 4th for Baby Luigi. Again, they have no chemistry now. Oh, no, they do. Oh, man. Gone. Blasted for his 19th of the year. Bowser rips one to left. It is 7-5. First pitch, absolutely just sent into orbit. Launched by NASA. How many more ways can I explain that that ball is gone? 7-5, just like that. Tristan on the ground, past Red Shy Guy. 2 hits in a row. Bringing up Blue Toad here now. Again, this could really get out of reach. They did all this work in the 3rd to get it closer, in the 4th to get it closer. But you could easily just give it right back here with nobody out. 2-0 on Blue Toad, who almost had a homer in right. 3-0 on Blue Toad. Baby Luigi got to put one over the plate, brother. He does, but this is unfortunately a single on a hitter's count. And so, 2-1, nobody out for Blue Critter. He goes contact and loads the bases in front of Baby Mario, who bobbles it. Tristan thought about going for home. We get him, no, they don't throw for 3rd. And so, it's Blue Magic Koopa with the bases loaded and nobody out. Almost impossible not to get a run here. And finally, Baby Luigi throws a strike. The 0-1. That one's over the plate on the ground. Red Shy Guy's got it. Got the 2. Yes, got both of them. It is 8-5. That is an RBI. But it does get 2 out here, except for the fact that Boomerang Bro launched one into right last time. But this time, that's an easy 4-3. And so, hey, look, that's not bad. Could have been a lot worse. They did give up 2, though. It included an absolute monster shot by Bowser. 8-5. We enter the 5th. Here's Yoshi. Green Bay Painting said the total changed during that home run. I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, it's just like Yoshi having some hope and then ripped it away. But there's some hope right now. Yoshi's been on base twice today, folks. And Baby Daisy has been finding some power herself. And this is a nice hit from her, but it's grabbed. It's just not good enough. Kind of needed to pull it a little bit more left. Solid contact. This brings up Baby Mario. On the ground, and that is going to be, oh no, it's not. Well, Baby Mario's getting there, and they're just rolling that over by Blue Toad to second, gets the lead runner, and so now here's Baby Luigi in a 3-run game, top of the 5th. Yoshi Eggs trying not to drop to 5-12, 7 games back from 500. They couldn't get to 500 in the regular season if they lose tonight, but with the way things have gone, possible. Still possible. Right now, it's possible as the Baby Mario and Luigi get on. Eli lines it out again. Monty Mole, man. Brutal stuff from the Eggs. They have lined it out. Monty Mole has kind of been the arbiter of whether or not this game has been in the Yoshi Eggs' favor or the Monsters' favor. He grabs line outs. They strand runners. He doesn't grab it. They score runs. So, shortstop position, kind of important in this league. But, hey, Bowser Monsters, give them a lot of credit, folks. They've been pulling it together. They had a real rough stretch. I know that it was probably very challenging. Tristan, as an owner, probably faced a lot of criticism for some of the ways that he lined up his team. But you got to give him a lot of credit. They've been able to get big wins over Peach. Waluigi did get shut out, but then they were able to beat DK. They beat some of the teams they needed to beat. Almost beat Wario, too. So that's what's important. You just got to beat who you need to beat to stay alive here in the season. It's a ground out 6-3. That's 2. Here's Red Magic Koopa, and he gets it past second base, and so keeping the inning alive here for the Monsters, but still very tough uphill sledding for them. But here's Bowser back at the top of the order. He smoked a ball to left field. He will take strike 1. 0-1 off the plate, but that bat is so big, it's deep to center field. It is gone again. Gone again. 20th homer of the year for Bowser. Smashed ball, and that could be it here. They just couldn't get to this one in time. Yoshi was a little bit late, looking for the train probably too. 10-5, Monsters. That's it for Baby Luigi. He was a pitcher. He was a pitcher that threw on the mound tonight. Baby Daisy, though, can she get it under control? Bottom of the 5th. Yoshi Eggs will have 6 more outs, potentially in their playoff hopes tonight. Baby Daisy has only pitched in 3 games, allowed 4 runs in 2 innings. 14 ERA, but you never know. Maybe it's her night. Maybe she can get it done. 2 outs. Down in front of Baby Mario. He's knocked over. That ball is sent. Luckily, honestly, that was worked out for them. And now finally they get control of this baseball after it bounced everywhere. Brings up Blue Critter. Blue Critter, could he seal? If he hits a homer, it could seal the game. Deep fly ball to center. Is there a train coming? It is not in time. Baby Luigi's got it, luckily there. For the 3rd out. Good stuff there. Good job to recover by Baby Luigi, but he did allow another homer from Bowser. It's 10-5 here. Here we go. This is it for the Yoshi Eggs. Top of the 6th, their best hitters. Got to get them on base or get something going. You're going to see a bullet bill here to start off this at-bat, and that's an easy strike. 0-1, contact over the head of Monty Mole, and Green Bay Peyton saying on YouTube, the Monsters win if I say they'll win. Monty Mole probably. If there's anybody, it shouldn't be Red Noki we should be looking at. If there's anybody that might be gambling on games, it could be Monty Mole. It could be. I mean, he's underground. Who's to say he didn't have an underground fucking sportsbook going on? Here's Red Critter, the 0-1. Bullet Bill against Red Critter. I think I like just unloading the Bullet Bills here. The 0-2. It is going to be a slow one, though. Fly ball, though. That's a fly out to the left. F7 bringing up Red Shy Guy, who did have a nice star swing over the second base. Take strike 1. Now here is where they really just got to bat around the order somehow. Red Shy Guy with a drive to center. That's the second. And the Yoshi Eggs, and I know Eli has been heartbroken a lot this year. This just might be their last try at getting to the playoffs. But like I said, I'm not going to count them out. 5 games to go. Crazier things have happened, but they would need to win out, in my opinion. I think if they don't win out, it's over. I don't think they have any chance. They would have to they would be 9-13, and I personally think that 9-13 being your best option is not good enough to get to the playoffs. So, line drive there by Yoshi. They're going to have one more try at this. Led up too many homers tonight, stranded too many runners, and I think really the depth of the Yoshi Eggs has been their real struggle this year. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Can the Bowser Monsters add on some more flair here with Boomerang Bro due up second? On the ground, easy 6-3 here for Red Paratroopa. Tomo there, Monty Mole's looking short at shortstop. I think that he really is he fills the short part of the shortstop position, but he doesn't really fill the stop part. You're supposed to stop the ball, not let it go by you. Boomerang Bro gets it past Red Paratroopa there that time. One on for Monty Mole now. Big swing from Monty Mole, deep to the wall. Monty's going to have a big hit here, and they get mowed over by the train. Monty Mole tailing there at second, but watch out. Oh, my God. I thought for a second he might get caught out because Boomerang Bro didn't run at second. But that's a single, a deep single. Nice job for Monty Mole. One out here for Blue Shy Guy on the ground. It's going to be just a 6-3, tough one to get to. Oh, no, he's saved. Blue Shy Guy gets there in time. Wow. Blue Shy Guy, what an effort from him there to get an infield single. Infield hit for Blue Shy Guy. Tough play to make for Red Paratroopa, can't blame him. Fly ball down in center, 11-5. Monty Mole's trying to go for home, and he's going to get there because he knew that throw would be so slow. Nice job, Monty Mole, 12-5. Bowser stepping up here. Baby Daisy done. Red Paratroopa at the plate. Will Bowser have a 3-home run game tonight? It's certainly possible. First pitch taken for a ball, actually. Ball 1, the 1-0, deep drive. This one's pulling foul, though, but trying to go back into our log here. It has been a hot minute since the Bowser Monsters have had a 3-home run game, and they will not have it here tonight. That's off the train. That's an RBI for Bowser. 13-5. Monsters are way in control. One out, it's Tristan. Green Bay Peyton was certainly hoping Monty would go yard. I know. One of these days, we're going to all just freak the fuck out when Monty hits a homer or something like that. Mess. Red Magic Coop is going to get absolutely caught out there. Third going to home. That's just being too greedy. So 2 out now for Blue Toad. Way too greedy was Red Magic Koopa. That gets down and absolutely gulped up by the Piranha Plant. 14-5. Tristan's not moving. Close play and he's safe. What the fuck is going on? Tristan's just standing there. Tristan's standing there in the middle of the base path. Okay, all right. 14-5. 14-5. Monsters got it. Line drive. Grab. Nice grab by Red Shy Guy. But this one is looking all but over. The season could be cooked for the Eggs. They might be hard-boiled and hard-pressed to find the playoffs after this game. Again, we got 6 more games tomorrow night, folks. We're going to have a lot more figuring out what the hell is going to happen in this league. With 4 more games or 5 more games to go, we'll complete an entire game tomorrow. Baby Daisy with a drive. It goes foul. 0-2, but an important game day tomorrow, folks. Don't go anywhere. We'll review the standings after this game and talk about tomorrow's lineup. Again, follow us on all of our social media. I'll put out a little preview before that, preview short. This is Baby Mario with nobody out. Swing and miss, strike 2 on Baby Mario. The 0-2 pitch over the plate in the gap. 2 on, nobody out. This is about how it needs to go for them if they want to have any 0.5% chance of coming back in this game. It's got to be everybody. They got to get through the order and get everybody home. but that is not how you do it. 1, 2. Oh, almost a triple play. 4-6-3. Down to their last out for Eli here. Eli, I'm sure, who has been trying to carry his team to victory, but he did not have a good day today, and the Eggs did not have a good day today. The Monsters win in convincing fashion towards the end there. It was close. It was 3-3, but absolutely closed this one out very nicely. 14-5, the final score. The Monsters are in a playoff spot. How do you like them apples? All right, 14-5. Let's put that final game in the log. Well done. I mean, tough for the Yoshi Eggs, man. It's just been that kind of year for them. And I truly doubt they're going to be able to get it clear. But after all this, folks, take a look at what I'm about to show you. Here we go. Oh, well, that's not what I was looking for. Let's try a different one. Let's try this one. How about that? There you go. 'Twas a good time. Birdo Bows are still one game ahead. Warren Muscles second due to the head-to-head, but they play next week. Mario Fireballs are fourth, but at 9-8. Folks, look at that fucking middle of the table. The fourth place Mario Fireballs are not safe. They are not safe at all. We have 5 games to go, and they are absolutely not safe. The Birdo Bows could go to 12-10. They are still technically not safe as well. DK Wild's winning tonight. Everybody at 8-9. Nobody's safe. Absolutely nobody is safe. Bowser Monsters with the run differential have a playoff spot. They have never been this high. Or they haven't been this high on the table. I don't want to say that. Take it back. They have not been in this position since I want to say like week 5. It has been that long for them. But tonight they are in the 6th spot. And they still have a lot of work to do, but you got to be celebratory about that things are headed in the right direction. Meanwhile, DK Wilds, personally, that's my pick, man. I don't think the Diddy Monkeys and Mario Fireballs have been trending in the wrong direction. DK Wilds have been trending in the right direction, winning 7 of 8. Now, 7 of 8, essentially. They won 1 and 8. They won 7 of freaking 8 games. So, Luigi Knights going wrong direction. Bowser Jr. Rookies going wrong direction. But there's going to be a lot of critical games that are going to decide that section and who goes to the SSSL playoffs in July. Let's take a look at tomorrow's games on the schedule. So here they are right now. There is game day, 18 games. Come on back, follow us on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and stay up to date. Mario at Birdo. So Mario at 9-8 certainly gets it no easier. Where Birdo, the last time these two teams played, Birdo smoked them on the road, and they have to play them at home tomorrow. Not an easy task there. Luigi Knights losing, but they could potentially steal one against Yoshi. But will the Yoshi Eggs just be looking for blood now that they might be out of the playoff spot? They need to win it tomorrow to have any, to take their 0.2% chance to maybe a higher chance, considering how crazy the middle of that table is right now. So they need to win that. Peach Monarchs of the Waluigi Spitballs. Monarchs 7-10. They could beat the Spitballs, get to 8-10. Very possible for them. Bowser Jr. Rookies at the Monsters. Both teams are 8-9. That is game of the night right there. At the castle, the Rookies could put one over on them and get above them. That would be something if that happened. Including another big game is the DK Wilds at the Diddy Monkeys. Diddy Monkeys 9-8. DK Wilds 8-9. The Wilds won the last meeting, I'm pretty sure. So that could be interesting. And then, of course, number 2, number 3 seeds, Daisy at Wario in the city. That is going to be something, boy. You can just tell things are cranking up here in the SSSL, and I'm so glad that all of you joined me. And, folks, I really hope you join us again tomorrow. Probably be around 6 p.m. Central Time. Expect that. Follow us and join that Discord that was in the chat earlier. Want to thank everybody that joined us. Green Bay Peyton, CJ Willis, Skeleton House on Twitch, Tomo, Dubin, Caden earlier, Steven, P-Dad, who was here earlier. Everybody. A lot of you are here. You're always here. I always thank you very much for joining us. And be back tomorrow with a lot of good baseball, I'm sure, on the docket. Until then, I'm Alec Rome saying thank you so much for watching the Triple SL, and we will see you next time.